What's up, you guys? Today I want to talk about fiber and how important fiber is to you. This is about the 5-to-1 rule and how I've incorporated the 5-to-1 rule from Dr. Greger's choices for specific carbs. I've kind of transitioned this into how to use it for entire meals. Stay tuned, you guys are going to like this. Hey guys, how's that fiber intake going?
Great.
Bro, how much fiber are you eating?
I don't know.
Benefits of fiber, you guys. This is short version. We need it. It helps to improve our insulin sensitivity, right? This is something we're trying to do. Our mid-range score, we're trying to get it tight. We're trying to help our blood glucose improve. We're helping to get our bodies recognize what carbs are and use them as fuel. So the other benefits of fiber is satiety. It's full. It's eating a meal, right? And this is insulin resistance that we're trying to improve. And you're satisfied when you're done. You feel full. You're just like, okay, that's so nice. I'm great. And you're not craving sugar. And the reasons why some people are craving sugar is because the carb they're using is spiking their insulin and blood glucose out of control. And it's just the insulin doesn't, like I said, doesn't get in, and you're hungry. You crave sugar because the body's not getting satisfied from the carbs. So we need to fix this up. And that's benefits of fiber is gut strength training. And I tell you guys, by eating this phase 1 style that I have you guys eating, you are strength training. You are lifting weights for your gut, right? It is a strength training program. And this is just going to build up your gut function. It's going to be able to handle food more, digest it more, pass it through your digestive tract nice and slowly, and control and improve blood glucose, okay? Because we don't want to get diabetes. And the real cool thing, it increases bone health. It increases calcium uptake, fiber in your gut. You know, it helps uptake calcium and helps keep the bone retainment in your body. You need fiber, people. You need fiber. So today I want to talk about Dr. Greger. He came up with, it's called the 5-to-1 rule. And I'll scroll down to it here. 5-to-1 rule. It is all about the type of carbs you're eating now. And we're going to go through a bunch and see what works, what doesn't, what's crazy that you may be eating that's totally leading into blood sugar problems and affecting you on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so the 5-to-1 rule. It's your carb grams. I should always make my cursor better. So your carb grams divided by your fiber grams gives you a certain score for that food. And we want it to be a 5 or just under a 5, less than 5, for your score to be an optimal carb to fiber score. Okay? Now, if you're over 5, the carb is just going to affect your blood sugar. So that's like having huge carbs and just no fiber. So that's like having the kids' cereal or having a whole bunch of candy, right? And smashing cookies. Your blood sugar is going to go through the roof because there is no fiber to help slow things down. They're going to digest super fast, leaving you hungry and craving sugar. All right. So I want to go into here. Now let's look up a couple. Here is Cheerios. Here are Cheerios. Okay, so let's look at Cheerios. So this is how you use the 5-to-1 ratio. So it's about the serving size. So I'm a cup serving size. So 1 cup, you get 20 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber. And there's your stuff down here. You can look at the sugar intake and everything. So what you do is, I'm going to pop up, where is my calculator? Boom. Slide this over. So we got 20 divided by 3 equals, and as you know, it's a 6.6 for Cheerios. So it's just over the 5. It's pushing 7. Does it work? It's close. It's not optimal, but it's close, okay, for a specific cereal. Now let's look at one of my favorites to make French toast with, because I love French toast, is Ezekiel bread. Okay, so let's look at Ezekiel bread. So serving 1 slice, 15 carbs, 3 fiber. Okay. Did my calculator disappear? It did. So you guys can know. It's like 3 into 15. It works. It's bang on. Bang on. This is a 5. This is a good choice. Okay. What is another bad choice? Let's go with okay, Frosted Flakes. This is one of my favorites as a kid, and no wonder I was freaking hungry all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to open my calculator for you. Okay, slide that here. Choose this. Okay, Frosted Flakes, 35.4. Look at the fiber. Oh my God. So let's just go 35 divided by 0.7. And talk about smashing your blood sugar. Pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? When should you eat this? If you wanted to eat this, post-workout, when you want to spike your insulin. Now listen, when I say that post-workout, if you're not lifting weights, if you're not crushing weights, and if you're not smashing a workout, you do not need to smash a whole bunch of carbs and a whole bunch of sugar, okay? So it's not needed if the weight training isn't where it should be, okay? So I don't want you guys to do that. If you message me and say I kill weights, this is like the plan's awesome, then this is something that you can enter in there. A flexible carb is great at post-workout. All right, so this is kind of how you do it. Here's Wonder Bread, white. Y'all like a white bread sandwich, right? Go to white breads. Here we go. You got 14, you got 0.8. You know it's through the roof, right? It's through the roof. It's not a good score. Okay, so let's look at a fruit. Blueberries. Here's blueberries, and here's a serving size for a cup, and you got 21 and you got a 3.6. It fits. It's a little bit over, but it works. There's fiber in here. It works. Are you just going to eat? So this is just eating a carb at one time. Are you just going to eat blueberries at one time? No, you're going to have a meal. And that's what I made a meal thing out of this. But this is just me showing you some of your favorite foods. Now here's one I like to type in, popcorn. People always ask me, can I have popcorn? I'm like, yeah, you can have popcorn. Just don't douse it in crap and don't buy the super processed stuff. So look at this for a cup. Let's even go 2 cups. Okay, 12 grams of carbs, 2. It works. Totally works. Got some fiber. So you can have your popcorn. It's not, don't be so scared. Just be scared of the crazy things, right? You know what I mean? So once I put like baked potato. So you're going to see here, sweet potato, no, russet baked potato, flesh and skin. Okay, so small diameter, no. I'm just going to choose, I can't even choose mine. So I'll put 4 ounces, which is a cup. Okay, 24 and a 36. Or 24 carbs and a 2.6. So that in itself doesn't work, right? And let's just do it for you. 24 divided by 2.6, right? You get a 9. And that's what a potato should do. It should be fast digesting. It's there. And that's why it's great post-workout. But this is my thing with Dr. Greger and his theory. I like it, right? The 5-to-1 ratio. So if you're putting in your favorite food in here, and that's what I want you to do, Oreo cookies. You guys know these are tasty treats, right? So for 2 cookies, you got 1 gram of fiber in that. You know it's going to spike. So how can you have flexible food and even good food, like healthy food, like a baked potato? Even a yam has sugar in it and it's a little bit over, but you are getting fiber. But the thing with a baked potato and a yam and different healthy nutrient Mother Earth vegetables and starches is they're loaded with vitamins and minerals and they're just jacked. processed food is not. So if you're going to have a flexible food, you want to have some fiber to help slow down the digestion, and you can even add some fat to slow your digestion. Now, I want to show you where is it? My way. So use the 5-to-1 rule on your everyday carb choices to see if they fit. We talked about it. Use Calorie King. We just talked about it. You look it up, your favorite carb sources. So here's how to use the fiber rule for an entire meal. And this is what I'm talking about. I use it for the entire meal. I make sure I have fiber in every meal, and I hit that 5-to-1 rule. Okay? So I want to have flexible carbs. I want to have maybe a pancake one day. I want to have a cookie one day. So I make sure it fits the rule for the meal. And I'm going to show you this. So I use Cronometer to track my food. And I'm going to show you right now. It's the same thing. You're going to add up all the carbs in the meal, add up all the fiber, divide the fiber into the carbs, and see what number you get. So let's go into my Cronometer. So this is me, the 14th. This is the other day. And so this is how I track my food and how you find your fiber. So here's what I eat in meal one. And you can say broccoli, egg whites, sprouted grain bread, egg whites, bok choy, nutrient yeast. I like nutrient yeast because there's a ton of potassium and it has fiber. Mushrooms, tomatoes. So it's all in there. You can see it's protein, veggies, carbs, and fats from the egg yolk. So if you just hit this, okay, you go down here and here's the carbs. So there's 31 grams of carbs in my meal one, okay? 31, remember that number. Fiber in my meal one, and here's where I succeed all the time with blood sugar. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 point something. I have 10 grams of fiber in my meal. This is why when I eat meal one, I'm way under the 5 score. I'm kicking butt. I'm 10 into 38, right? I'm kicking butt. I feel satisfied. I feel full. I feel mentally alert. My blood glucose is bang on. So that's how I figure it out. Now let's look at another meal. So here's my pre-workout meal. Again, go down. I have 40 grams of carbs in my pre-workout meal. Now you go down to fiber. You click fiber, and here's the meal. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.1. 10 into, it's 4. Again, I win. I have a nice high fiber meal for my pre because I want these carbs to digest nice and slow over the next couple hours. And then I weight train. And I'm good, right? Instead of having something super processed here, low in fat, low in protein, low in nothing, my score is off the charts. My blood glucose is going to go through the roof, and I'm going to crave something sweet. Okay, straight up. That is going to happen, and I'm not doing it justice. The only time you're going to see me have lower fiber is in my post-workout. Okay, so here's 37 grams of carbs in my post-workout. You go down, you click on the fiber. Now I got 2.5 grams of fiber into the 38. I want this to absorb fast. That's why I choose Rice Chex cereal. I don't care if they're gluten-free. It's just the one I bought. Rice Chex cereal. It's rice. It goes in. It tastes great. I mix it with my protein sludge, and boom, it's in my body. It's helping uptake protein, right? And it's also helping me put back glucose into my body via the carbs. So I'm just doing the same math. Carbs divided by fiber, okay, gives you the score, and you want to be under 5. Okay, here's the meal after it. I'll just show you all because people want to see. Here's 66. It's a big one. I always have my biggest meals right around training. So here's a 66.9. What is my fiber in this one? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 into the 60. It works. It's right there. I'm still trying to push carbs in to help me recover from training, but I have tons of fiber to feel so full at nighttime because I love to eat at nighttime. Okay, my last meal, I like to kind of have a lower fiber intake because I want the carbs to help release my sleepy enzymes so I go to bed. Okay, so my carbs are 47. Let's just call it 48. Look down at the fiber. I'm not going to have too much here because right here, as you see, maybe a gram, something like that, because I want the carbs to make me go carb coma, and I go to sleep. So that's it, guys. That is how you use the 5-to-1 rule for your whole thing. So I use it for the entire meal, but I also use it for specific carbs that I eat, like very flexible ones. I know that, wow, look at the carbs compared to the fiber. Okay, that's going to spike insulin or trash my blood glucose. I need to eat some fiber and fat with that meal so I stay balanced. So that's adding veggies, that's adding high fiber fruits, that's even adding like nutrient yeast has fiber. Okay, that's adding that. The one funny thing I want to show you before we go, and people make this mistake and it drives me friggin' batty, but I laugh and I feel bad for them. They go, I need more fiber, and they go get Fiber One cereal. Oh God, you do not want to be in a room if someone goes and buys Fiber One cereal and they've never eaten Fiber One cereal. So if I was to eat a serving, 50 grams of carbs, 28 grams of fiber, you are going to turn into a farting machine. You will clear an entire mall of farting. This will trash your digestion. This is way too much fiber in a sitting compared to the carbs. Do you see that ratio? And some people do this and you'll just fart and fart and fart and fart. Okay? Don't do this. If you're going to have some Fiber One cereal, you just make it sprinkle on top of a salad or something like that to boost your fiber. Do you know what I'm saying? Grams. So 1 gram. Let's say you put 5 grams on top of your salad. Okay, you'll barely taste this. And now you've added 2.3 grams of fiber and a little bit of carbs to help you with your fiber. You'll feel more full. You'll get better digestion. Okay, there's a little tip there. But don't eat a whole cup of this. All right, you guys? Enjoy that. It works.